We have to talk to you, apparently.
I'm honoured that you should come to me.
You're the only villager in town, it seems.
I see there's not much going on around here. So you've stayed here on your own?
Quite so, all by myself. All the others were either killed by the Cumans or fled to Rattle.
Oh, poor guy.
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's keeping you here, alone?
My older brother ran away with the wandering players, so when our father was on his deathbed, he made me swear I'd never leave our home.
I can see you took your vow seriously.
I did. But it's starting to get dangerous around here. Again.
The Cumans.
If it were Cumans, I'd grab an axe and that would be that. But a week back, some rabble made their way through.
Bandits.
They begged me for food, and mark my words, they weren't taking no for an answer. If they'd been just a tad hungrier, I swear they would have stormed the cottage.
There are gangs like that around, true enough.
We will murder them. With a big smile on their face. You jump down the border. Yeah, I think you're cool as well. Clearly. Let's see. Ooh, Lore Gemst. Good day to you. It seems you played the game as well. I agree, it's very exciting.
I saw the mess they left behind. Savages.
Tell
It
them,
was
Henry.
horrible. People tried to find shelter in the church, but them dogs was waiting. They knew too well that's where folk would try to hide.
And where did you hide?
By the grace of God, I got my family away into the woods.
But I don't
Nice.
see your family with you. I hope those bastards didn't sniff them out.
No, it takes better man than them to track me down. I sent my wife to Ratte with some others.
Smart move.
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
I don't know about Skalitz, but the folk here are sure to want to come back. The only thing they're missing is spiritual support.
We need to
You mean
get
the
the
priest?
priest back. Yeah.
Indeed, when the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property, but simple folk want someone to tend their souls.
Of course. But it was the Skalitz parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did, but there's been no sign of him since the attack, or at least he's definitely not in Ratte among the refugees.
We'll have a
That's true
firm
enough.
talk with him.
I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
We're looking for the same priest.
I can always ask. But I've really got no idea where to start.
I can help with that. A few years ago, there used to be another priest in
Yeah,
Skalitz.
Simon.
Simon, I think his name was.
Simon. Father Simon. I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye, I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow.
Oh no. Let's see, Sub-Zero. Your stomach hurts. Maybe try some yogurt. Maybe. Lord Gemst. You played the game a few years back and you loved it. Yeah, I'm also very excited for the sequel. It's January 2025, right? So we have to wait a little bit, but it's getting close. Did you watch the trailer? I didn't. I'm not sure if I want to. Maybe I want to be like spoiler free. But yeah, regardless, I think the sequel must be epic.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Clerics today.
They're men, just like the rest of us, with man's passions. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time, until this spring, he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
A hermit, right?
And where can I find him?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents. Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more. They may even have had words with him.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep, I'd rather have a decent burial.
Yeah, this guy.
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
Nice.
God be with you.
Let's see. Hey Matt, how are you? What are you up to today? Right, we will try to find Mr. Simon. Let's get rid of this one for a moment. Father Simon. Talk to the family. Find the Skalitz priest. Right. Let's first head there. Ah, you're not Matt.
Yeah.
You switch names. What up? I like how you go like, bro, it's me, obviously.
Yeah.
So Sub-Zero, do you prefer Twitch or YouTube? YouTube. I think the discoverability on YouTube is a bit better. But Twitch has like an overall better streaming thing going on. I just never bothered to look into the whole Twitch system, like all the gift subs and whatnot. I don't have any knowledge of that, so I think for now YouTube is my my preferred one. More attention. No. It's the notification of Twitch is working. It's the YouTube one is not. So indeed, my alert is still messed up. I will fix it this afternoon, I hope.
Yeah.
So yeah, you spotted that correctly. Right, we're going into the woods. Or not? Or is this just a house? Oh no, it's just this one. Alright, otherwise I would have considered using Savior Snaps, because we just got some great armor. Who are you?
What? Hey!
Your stomach feels like it's about to explode. That's not good. Just from the nuggets.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed,
What happened
you
to
should
your
report
hair?
it.
I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon? What do you want him for?
Ooh, enjoy the ride. I hope to see you in a bit.
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me they saw him around here.
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his parish, if you ask me. Very well. What is it you want to know?
Yeah, please don't run into people their cars. That's a waste of the motorcycle. And the view, of course. What went on between Simon and your daughter? Do we want to ask? No, let's not ask about that. Let's pretend we don't know about that.
Where can I find him? He's said to be wandering around here somewhere.
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it, even though I haven't seen him myself.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside.
He paid us.
And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it. I don't take them there, nor my husband neither.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while, so perhaps he's moved on elsewhere again.
I see. Can you tell me where that cross is?
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz.
Settling things.
On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary's cross is by one of them, close to the brook.
All right, thanks. I'll be going.
Very good, then. And if you do find him, let him know that we have no hard feelings.
I'll tell him.
Alright, so if he tells us that, then I feel like we can ask
I'd like to ask,
Go ahead.
about the
what
daughter.
went on between Simon and your daughter?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemaid in Skalitz. She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy
she
with
was
child.
with child.
Yes, these things happen. What can you do?
I said as much. I was just glad our girl was provided for. Only she never had the chance to hold that babe in her arms. She didn't
poor
live through the
thing.
birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man, he took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
That's rubbish. People lie together out of wedlock all the time, and God never smites them down.
That's just what I told him.
Nice.
But it's hardly my place to lecture a priest. And who knows? Maybe he was right. The Lord moves in mysterious ways. He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted. It took a good season before another priest came along.
All right.
I'll be going.
Very good then.
I'll tell him.
Good luck then.
Right. Now we know the full story. He feels a guilt. What does the quest say actually? We go to the cross, right? Go to the cross, yeah. Here, horsey. Yeah, we should go and see
Looking for someone?
the bath maids to ask them to clean up our armor because we look like crap, and our armor is not doing well in terms of durability either. So we're in for some repairs. We got a shit ton of cash, so we'll be alright.
Yeah.
No, I misjudged that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find this priest. Preferably tell him to come back, but apart from that, also tell us a little bit about this, how to detoxify Philip from Skalitz. Are they going to burn some people? There look like there's some fires, or is this just charcoal? No, charcoal kiln. Right. That's better. A little bit less cruel. Where are we supposed to go? Alright, so that's in the woods. And there's no inn in the region, no? Yeah, we definitely want to be careful around here. There's a shit ton of bandits around. So let's take a savior snap. We died here a million times when we were trying to get back into Skalitz. This is not the best place.
Yeah.
Let's go on foot from here.
To heal, mutt.
Like that. This looks like nightshade, but it is comfrey. Which I guess is a hint for where we might find Simon. We'll talk with the dog for a moment.
There's the good dog.
boy.
That's my boy.
And we should feed him a little
Look what
bit.
I've got for you.
Just dried
I
meat
love
still.
it.
That will keep him busy. Let's see, can we go? Yeah. Skalitz Woods. Loaded with bandits. Better watch out. This is not the area where you want to go to remember your daughter. It's not really safe.
This must be that cross. Mary's mother was right.
Some poppy.
Someone did lay flowers here recently. I should have a look around and see if there's comfrey growing anywhere nearby.
There was, near the river. We already saw that actually. Let's go back a little bit. Making a lot of noise with her armor. Not really sneaking. Let's see. There should be some settlement, right? Some tent. This is where the dog should play a role, I think. But they added the dog later, so I guess it's not really that integrated into the game. Let's try across the other side of the river. The stream, I guess. The river is a bit too much. Tempted to shoot a deer, but let's not do that. We get a shit ton of meat, which we can't carry. Alright, there's a bunch of deserters here.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
Looking around.
I've come for the priest. Simon.
There's no one here called that.
There is. Do you take me for a fool?
All right. Maybe there is someone here. What of it? We're not going anywhere.
Tramp. Alright, we should train our speech a little bit. It's all the guards are after you. You are holding a sorcerer captive. Not a good idea. What? A sorcerer?
I think you should talk less and move your legs more.
And why is that? You think you've got what it takes to beat us?
I might. But it doesn't matter, because I saw you yesterday and then stopped by Talmberg to report. So, unless you'd rather wait for Sir Divish's Captain Robard, you should go now.
Shit! All right, we'll go. How far are they?
Far enough still. If you run, I'm sure you'll get away.
Right. Thanks for the warning.
Nah. Alright, so that remains. Then we only have Mr. Simon.
Are you alright?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Oh, they captured him?
Oh, what happened to those wretches?
They're skulking around here somewhere.
Good God! Couldn't you scare them off somehow? I'm afraid they'll be back.
I'll see what I can do.
Just don't hurt anyone.
What? They're gone, right?
Oh, thank you, my son. I was beginning to fear
Right.
I'd never get out of here alive.
The game was still catching up.
They didn't look dangerous. The only thing at risk was your possessions.
I know, poor fools. But I was afraid they'd leave me here. What would I have done then? And to whom do I owe my salvation?
My name's Henry. You may remember me. I'm the son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
Your face does seem familiar. But listen, Henry, I can't help feeling you didn't stumble across me by accident.
Indeed.
I've come to ask a favour of you.
Two, actually.
Me? What on earth could I do for you?
I need you to go back to St. James. The folk there need spiritual guidance. Skalitz has a burned-out shell, and many have died in St. James. They need a priest. Any priest.
I understand, but I have to disappoint you. I gave up my calling. Instead, I've given myself over to repentance.
I know your story.
I know your story, Father.
Then you know what I'm guilty of.
Yes, and I don't want to try to make light of it. Your conscience is your own affair, but I know that deep down you're a good man.
You don't know what you're saying. You don't know me.
But I know what you did. Many priests break God's commandments willy-nilly and aren't the least ashamed.
That doesn't absolve me of my sins. God's law is set, no matter how often it's violated.
You're certainly right, but the people need you. And forgive me for being blunt, but while you can leave the presbytery if you choose, it doesn't absolve you of your duty to Christians.
Nice.
But I'm
That's
a sinner.
clever.
I'm not fit to guide anyone. I'm unworthy to do so.
Priests, bishops, monks, abbots, they're all sinners. Even the Holy Father himself is a sinner. You've done your penance, and now your people need you.
Think about the
You're
people and stop
probably
thinking
right.
about yourself, guy.
It is my duty. At least for a time, until they find someone better.
As you say, once things are back in order, there'll be a new priest at St. James, and you can leave if you want.
All right. I'll take what I can
That would
carry
be
and go back
nice.
to St. James.
Thank you. Your parishioners will be very grateful.
You can try it out a little bit. And we
I need
need
help with treatment.
as well.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged. But even then, he's
Purged?
in God's hands.
Alright.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The
Oh,
purest
I think
you
we
can get
have.
your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it.
Alright. We got a lead. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we have Artemisia potion. Very good. Let's get back to him as soon as possible. Where's Sasau? Right. What's this? Yeah, we'll get back to her at some point, but the main point is to save a man. The rest is not really something we have to rush. Let's go to the executioner as well. It's a little bit far away, but near Sasau, so we might just go there. We can repair our clothes and armor as well, and then we'll be off. The time is just afternoon, so we might make it there actually. Wait, so objective A was the executioner, right? Yeah, so it's that direction. Right, we're in for a bit of a ride. Come here, pony.
Yeah.
Well, we could actually report to the woman if it's along the way, actually. Because that is...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very close by, actually. Let's do it, so we remember what the quest is about. Because we can't remember all of them. Well, I can't.
Yeah.
At some point we will fight the local gangs with their heavy plate armor. There's like 3 people in very thick armor, so at this point it's a bit too much. We should at least level our combat skills a bit more. I think this is at least one of the areas which is like a small fortress. That was where we died a million times.
Yeah.
We could also do it the sneaky way, you know? Where we use some poison arrows and just shoot them, run away a little bit. Could be fun. We will consider it, but first we try to save our friend. Because I have the feeling that this is a timed quest.
Yeah.
Talk to the guy. So he did mention that we should look for another priest as well. But let's first enlighten him.
I'm at your service tonight.
I found you a priest.
Really? That's wonderful news. Who is it?
The former parish priest of St. James. I persuaded him to return to live among you, at least for a while.
So you found him.
He's happy.
He was roaming the woods around here.
Thank God. You'll see. Once there's a priest, people will soon...
Nice. This guy has
I
some
hope so.
positive energy.
I've put together a small sum for a new piece. So I...
No, we don't need it.
A portion should definitely go to you, as a reward.
I couldn't possibly take it. You'll need the money to rebuild the village.
Yeah.
As you wish, then. I shan't weigh you down with it.
So, farewell to you. And I hope he gets here soon. Just don't you let him run off again.
I'll keep an eye on him myself. Godspeed to you, Henry, and thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Good luck, then.
They definitely need some cash here. Everything that they can use to make this into a nice, nice place again. Alright. You think we'll make it before evening? It should be fine.
Yeah.
It's just that we have to watch out for bandits because our armor is a little bit torn to shreds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's giving any armor at the moment, actually. That looks like a cool place to inspect as well, but not in this state. Definitely we're beaten up a bit by the night. But I'm still impressed that we could, well, not really win, I think isn't really the correct word.
Could do with a bite to eat.
We got a new level in speech. Oh, that's great. So now we can definitely read the book. What's this? Is this a place with food? No. There's some food around here. Because we got a hungry Henry. Where's this leading actually? Not really the fastest way. But we can go around the forest and then it's alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tempted to look into the house, in that house for food. Should we do it? Stop barking. We can sleep and save here. Is there a fishing trap? Now's the time that we can use one. Not really. Nope. All right, we move on then. Maybe around the back. Nope. Nothing edible. The horse also doesn't have anything on it, right? Or does it still have those 14 prepared bits of... Ooh, it does, but they're kind of off. Shall we risk it by eating one? Or we can take some wine. Let's try that. We'll just do some drunk driving. I think on horseback it's relatively safe. New level in drinking. We are leveling up. Come on, Henry. At least you don't have an empty stomach, but I'm not sure if this is better. Drinking on an empty stomach. Yeah, there's bandits.
You're weak at the knees, have you?
Yeah, let's just move. Don't have time for you. Definitely not. Alright, I think that's alright.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of 4 or 5 bandits. There's some war drums in the background, no? Whoa. Let's get out of the woods. We've had enough of them. Alright, let's see where we are. We should follow the road a bit more. You know, since we passed the monastery anyway, we might first give him the bit to fix the fever and then do the broken bone, because I think the bone is a little bit less worse. So then he can recover a little bit already. I think that might be the good thing to do. So let's add a waypoint there. I'm sure you know doctor, but I would imagine that doing both things at the same time would be a bit harsh on the body. Although you might be confused now because my name is DrPaul, but it's the Doctor of Philosophy, so the kind of useless one. I don't like that sound. What was that? It sounded like a croc. There's no crocs in Medieval Bohemia, right? Let's follow the riverbanks a little bit. Henry discovered crocodile. Oh, we're really getting drunk. Oh, I think it was a burp. We're getting drunk now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, like a drunk guy shows up at your deathbed. Go, oh, just drink this. It's spirits. It's really good for you. I don't know if I would take it. Then again, Philip is not doing too well, so he might not notice it at all. No, believe me, it's really the best. It will cure you, just like it did for me. I clean my bowels every weekend. Oh my god, this again? This is the second time that I'm doing this. Alright. It's a walking bridge, not a horse bridge. That's clear. Running around. Clashing, falling. This is the place. We have Artemisia still, right? Ooh, do we? I think we just used the last one. That is a bummer, but we'll make one.